My beloved child, pause for a moment and breathe deeply. Do not rush past this. This is not just another message lost among many voices. This moment has been carefully arranged, and it is deeply personal. Out of all the noise surrounding you, I have gently drawn your attention here because I desire to speak to your heart in a way that cannot be ignored or replaced. Before you were even aware of this moment, I had already seen it. Before your worries formed and before your burdens became heavy, I knew exactly where you would be right now. Nothing about this encounter is accidental. As it is written in Jeremiah 1:5, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." I have always known you, and I have always been present. You may feel like your life has been uncertain, delayed, or confusing, but from my perspective, every step has been intentional. Even the pauses, even the struggles, even the silent battles brought you here. I have been patient, waiting for the moment when your heart would be quiet enough to receive what I am about to place within you. Do not treat this lightly. This is not just inspiration. This is connection. I am not speaking to a crowd. I am speaking to you. Your story matters to me. Your pain matters to me. Your future matters to me. Stay here. Let your heart open instead of turning away. Something is beginning inside you right now, even if you cannot fully understand it yet. If you feel this message touching your heart, write Amen below and receive this moment. My child, remain here with me a little longer. Do not allow distractions to pull you away from what is being built within your spirit right now. There is something sacred happening, something deeper than emotion, something that reaches beyond what your eyes can see. I am drawing you into a place of closeness, not to overwhelm you, but to restore what has quietly been fading. There was a time when your heart felt lighter when you thought of me. Do you remember those moments? When your faith was simple, when your trust was not complicated by fear, when your prayers flowed without hesitation. You did not need perfect words. You simply came as you were. As it is written in James 4:8, "Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you." And you did. I remember every one of those moments. The quiet tears, the whispered prayers, the silent longing. None of it was small to me. Those moments were real, and they still matter. They were not lost. They were not wasted. They became the foundation of something deeper that is being rebuilt even now. Life became heavy, and slowly that closeness felt distant. Not because I moved away, but because your heart became tired. Responsibilities increased, disappointments accumulated, and silence became harder to find. You learned to survive instead of rest. But hear me clearly now. I have never left you, not for a single moment. Even when you could not feel me, I was there. Even when your prayers felt empty, I was listening. Even when you felt alone, I was near. Come back to this closeness, not with pressure, but with honesty. If your heart remembers that connection even a little, write "Glory to God" below and stay in this moment. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying, even the parts you try to hide from others. You have learned how to smile while your heart feels heavy, how to continue moving while something inside you feels tired and worn. But nothing you carry is hidden from me. I see it all, and I understand it completely. There is a kind of exhaustion that rest cannot fix. It is not just physical, it is emotional, and even deeper, it is spiritual. You wake up with it and you go to sleep with it. You have tried to push through it, telling yourself to be strong, to keep going, to not fall apart. But my child, you were never meant to carry everything alone. As it is written in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This is not just an invitation, it is a promise that still stands for you right now. You have been holding responsibilities, fears, expectations, and pain that were never meant to rest on your shoulders. Not because you lack faith, but because you felt like you had to hold everything together. You believed that if you let go, everything might fall apart. But listen to me carefully. You do not have to carry this anymore. I am not asking you to be stronger. I am asking you to trust me enough to release what has been weighing you down. Let me carry what you cannot. Let me step into the places where you feel overwhelmed. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. If you are ready to release even a small part of that weight, write, "I trust you" below and let your heart breathe again. My child, there are thoughts you have carried in silence, questions you never spoke out loud because you were afraid of what they might mean. But I have heard every one of them. Before you even tried to push them away, I already knew they were there. You have wondered if you are enough. You have compared yourself to others and felt like you were falling behind. You have questioned your purpose, your direction, and even your worth. But those thoughts were never truth. They were born from weariness. As it is written in Psalm 139:14, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." That includes you exactly as you are. Your value was never something you needed to earn. It was given to you from the beginning. You also questioned your path, wondering if you made mistakes that cannot be undone, if you missed opportunities that will never return. But listen carefully. Nothing in your life is wasted. I can use every moment, every mistake, every delay for something greater than you can see. Even your doubts about me did not push me away. I am not afraid of your questions. I would rather you bring them to me honestly than hide them behind forced faith. Real relationship is built on truth, not perfection. You are not disqualified because you struggled. You are not distant because you questioned. You are still mine. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. Come to me as you are. If this truth is speaking to your heart, write, "God knows me" below and receive this peace. My child, I want you to understand something that will begin to lift the heaviness you have been carrying, the loneliness you have felt. The moments when you believed no one truly saw you were not moments of abandonment. Even when you felt invisible, you were never unseen to me. There were times when you were surrounded by people, yet your heart felt distant and disconnected. You listened, you supported, you gave your energy, but deep inside, you longed for someone to truly understand you. You wanted someone to notice the effort it took just to show up. But instead of expressing that need, you chose silence. As it is written in Psalm 34:18, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." I was close to you in those moments, closer than you realized, not observing from afar, but present within your pain. Every quiet tear you cried mattered. Every moment you held yourself together when you felt like breaking was seen. You were not weak for feeling this way. You were responding honestly to emotional weight that had nowhere else to go. I never asked you to carry loneliness as strength. I never asked you to hide your need for connection. You were created for relationship, not isolation. And even when others could not meet you where you needed, I remained there, waiting for you to turn toward me again. You are not alone now. You never truly were. Let this truth settle in your heart. Let it replace the lie that you have to face everything by yourself. If you feel seen in this moment, write "God sees me" below and receive this comfort. My child, I know how deeply you have tried to be strong. You have carried responsibilities, emotions, and expectations without complaining, believing that strength meant holding everything together, no matter the cost. But true strength is not found in carrying everything alone. There comes a moment when strength shifts, a moment when holding on becomes heavier than letting go. And that is where you are now. Not at a place of failure, but at a place of invitation. As it is written in 1 Peter 5:7, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." This is not just a suggestion, it is permission. Permission to release what you were never meant to control. You have been trying to manage outcomes, protect yourself from disappointment, and anticipate every possible difficulty. But in doing so, your heart has grown tired. You have been living in constant tension, always preparing, always bracing. But you do not need to live this way. Let me hold what you cannot fix. Let me carry what you cannot solve. Let me bring peace into the areas where your mind keeps searching for answers. Trust is not about having everything figured out. It is about choosing to rest even when things are uncertain. It is about believing that you are not alone in what you are facing. You do not need to prove your strength anymore. You can rest now. Release the pressure. Release the fear. Release the need to control everything. If you are ready to let go, even just a little, write, "I give it to God below," and take a deep breath. My child, there is something I need you to understand about your journey. You have not fallen behind. You have not missed your purpose. You are not late. Everything that has happened in your life has been part of a process that is still unfolding. You have looked at others and wondered why their path seems clearer, faster, or more certain. You questioned if you made wrong choices that changed your direction permanently, but your life was never meant to follow someone else's timeline. As it is written in Ecclesiastes 3:11, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Not in your time, not in others' time, but in the right time. Every delay you experienced carried a purpose. Every closed door protected you from something you could not yet see. Every moment of confusion was shaping your ability to trust beyond what is visible. You are being prepared, not forgotten. Growth does not always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like waiting, like uncertainty, like questioning. But beneath the surface, something is being formed within you that cannot be rushed. Do not measure your life by speed. Measure it by depth. You are becoming stronger, wiser, and more aware in ways that will matter later. Even now, pieces are aligning that you do not yet fully understand. Stay patient, stay open, stay connected. You are exactly where you need to be for what is coming next. If you choose to trust this process, even without seeing everything clearly, write, "I trust your timing" below, and hold on to this truth. My child, I want to speak to the fear you have been carrying about the future. Not the loud fear that others can see, but the quiet one that sits in your thoughts. The fear of uncertainty, of making the wrong decisions, of not becoming who you hope to be. You have wondered what lies ahead. You have questioned if things will truly work out, or if you will face more disappointment. These thoughts have stayed with you, even when you try to remain positive. But listen carefully. Your future is not something you face alone. As it is written in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This promise includes you right now. You do not need to have every answer. You do not need to see the entire path. You only need to take one step at a time, trusting that I am guiding you. Fear tries to convince you that everything depends on you, that if you make one wrong move, everything will fall apart. But your life is not that fragile. I am guiding your steps even when you do not realize it. You are not walking toward uncertainty. You are walking into a future that is already known to me. Let go of the fear that tries to control your thoughts. Replace it with trust, even if it starts small. You are safe in my hands. If you are choosing faith over fear today, write, "God is in control" below, and stand firm in this truth. My child, I want you to slow down your thoughts for a moment. Your mind has been racing, trying to solve everything, trying to understand everything, trying to prepare for every possibility. But peace is not found in overthinking. Peace is found in surrender. You have been carrying conversations in your mind that never happened, imagining outcomes that have not come, and reliving moments you wish had gone differently. This constant movement within your thoughts has left you feeling restless, even when everything around you seems still. As it is written in Isaiah 26:3, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Peace does not come from having control. It comes from placing your trust in me. Right now, I am inviting you to release the need to figure everything out. You do not need to solve tomorrow today. You do not need to carry every possible outcome in your mind. You are allowed to rest. Let your thoughts slow down. Let your heart breathe again. Every time your mind begins to race, gently bring it back to this truth. You are not alone, and you are not responsible for everything. I am working in ways you cannot see. You do not have to force peace. You only have to allow it. Quiet your thoughts. Release the tension. Trust that I am guiding you even in the unseen. If you feel your mind beginning to calm, even slightly, write "Peace in God" below and stay in this moment. My child, there are wounds in your heart that time alone has not healed. You have moved forward, you have continued living, but certain memories still carry weight. Certain words, certain moments, certain disappointments still echo quietly within you. You have tried to ignore them, to move past them, to convince yourself that they no longer matter. But healing does not come from pretending something did not hurt. Healing begins when truth is acknowledged with compassion. As it is written in Psalm 147:3, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." I am not distant from your pain. I am present within it, ready to restore what has been damaged. You are not weak because something still affects you. You are human. Pain leaves marks, and those marks need care, not denial. Let me enter those places you have kept guarded, the memories you avoid, the feelings you push away, the parts of your story you do not like to revisit. I am not there to judge you. I am there to heal you. You do not have to carry those wounds alone anymore. Healing is not instant, but it is real. And it begins the moment you allow yourself to stop hiding from what hurt you. Let your heart soften. Let yourself feel, without fear of being overwhelmed. I am with you in this process. If you are ready to begin healing, even in a small way, write "God is healing me" below and open your heart. My child, I know there were moments when you felt like giving up. Not always in obvious ways, but quietly, internally. Moments when you questioned if continuing forward was worth the effort, when your strength felt like it was running out. You kept going, even when your heart felt tired. You continued showing up even when motivation was gone. That kind of perseverance matters more than you realize. As it is written in Galatians 6:9, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Your efforts are not unnoticed. Your endurance is not meaningless. Even when you felt like nothing was changing, something was happening beneath the surface. Growth does not always show immediately. Sometimes it develops quietly, in ways you cannot yet see. You are stronger than you think, not because you never struggled, but because you continued despite the struggle. I have seen every step you took when it was difficult. I have seen every moment you chose to keep going when it would have been easier to stop. You are not as far as you think you are. You are not as lost as you feel. You are still moving forward. Do not measure your progress by what you see externally. Trust what is being built within you. You are closer than you realize. If you are choosing to keep going today, no matter how small the step, write, "I will not give up" below and stand firm. My child, I want to remind you of something important. You are not defined by your past. The mistakes you made, the moments you regret, the decisions you wish you could change do not determine your future. You have carried guilt longer than you needed to. You have replayed situations in your mind, wishing you had acted differently, spoken differently, chosen differently. But holding on to guilt does not rewrite the past. It only burdens your present. As it is written in 2 Corinthians 5:17, If anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here. This is not just a concept, it is truth. You are not the same person you were before. You have grown, you have learned, you have changed, and that matters. Forgiveness is not just something I offer you, it is something I want you to accept. Let go of the weight of what has already passed. You cannot move forward freely while holding on to what is behind you. You are not disqualified because of your past. You are not limited by it. There is still purpose ahead of you. There is still growth waiting for you. Allow yourself to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. You are not who you used to be. If you are ready to release your past and step into something new, write, "I am made new" below and embrace this truth. My child, I want you to understand that your value has never been dependent on how others see you. There were times when you felt overlooked, misunderstood, or even unappreciated. You gave your time, your energy, your care, yet it seemed like no one truly noticed the depth of what you were offering. You questioned your worth in those moments. You wondered if you were doing enough, if you were enough, if something about you needed to change to be seen or valued more. But your worth was never something others were meant to define. As it is written in Romans 8:38-39, nothing can separate you from my love, not rejection, not misunderstanding, not silence from others. My love for you remains constant. You are valuable because you are mine. Even when others fail to recognize you, I see you clearly. I see your intentions, your kindness, your effort, your heart. Nothing you have done with sincerity has been wasted. Do not shrink yourself to fit into expectations that were never meant for you. Do not measure your value based on temporary opinions. Stand in the truth of who you are. You do not need approval to be worthy. You already are. If you receive this truth today, write, "I am valued by God" below and hold on to it. My child, I know there are moments when you feel emotionally drained. Not because of one single event, but because of everything combined. Responsibilities, expectations, relationships, thoughts, all pressing on you at once. You have been giving so much of yourself, sometimes without realizing how little you have left to give. And when you feel empty, you question why you cannot keep up the same energy, the same strength. As it is written in Isaiah 40:29, He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Your strength does not have to come from yourself alone. You are allowed to rest. Rest is not failure. Rest is restoration. You do not have to keep pushing when your heart is asking for a pause. You do not have to prove your worth through constant effort. Let yourself slow down. Let yourself breathe. You are not falling behind by resting. You are being renewed. Give yourself permission to step back, even briefly, and allow me to refill what has been drained. You do not have to carry everything at full strength all the time. If your heart needs rest today, write "God renews me" below and allow yourself to pause. My child, I want to speak into the moments when you felt rejected, those times when doors closed, when opportunities slipped away, when people walked away or did not choose you. Rejection has a way of making you question everything: your worth, your direction, your identity. It whispers that you were not good enough, not ready enough, not deserving. But rejection is not always loss. Sometimes it is protection. As it is written in Proverbs 3:5-6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." What you could not see then was that I was guiding you away from paths that were not meant for you. Not every closed door is a failure. Some are redirections. You were not rejected because you lacked value. You were redirected because something better is ahead. Trust what you cannot yet understand. If you are choosing to trust even in rejection, write "God is guiding me" below and keep moving forward. My child, there are things you have been waiting for that have not happened yet. Answers, changes, breakthroughs, and waiting has not been easy for you. Waiting can feel like nothing is happening, like time is passing without progress. It can make you question if your prayers are being heard. But waiting is not empty. It is active. As it is written in Isaiah 40:31, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." Waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. Something is forming in you during this time. Patience, strength, trust, endurance. Do not rush what is being built. What is coming will require the version of you that is being shaped right now. If you are in a season of waiting, write, "I will wait on God" below and stay steady. My child, you have been carrying expectations placed on you by others and even by yourself. Expectations to succeed, to be strong, to not fail, to always have everything together. These expectations have become heavy. You feel pressure to meet standards that were never meant to define you. But I did not create you to live under constant pressure. As it is written in Matthew 11:30, "My yoke is easy and my burden is light." Release unrealistic expectations. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to have everything figured out. You are allowed to grow at your own pace. If you release this pressure today, write, "God gives me peace" below and breathe again. My child, I want you to know that your prayers have never been ignored. Even the ones you felt went unanswered. Silence does not mean absence. Sometimes I am working in ways you cannot see. As it is written in John 5:14, "If you ask according to my will, I hear you." Every prayer matters. Trust that answers are coming in the right time. If you believe your prayers are heard, write, "God hears me" below. My child, I am strengthening you in ways that you cannot yet fully recognize. There are moments when you feel weak, uncertain, and even discouraged. But what you perceive as weakness is often the place where true strength is being formed within you. Growth does not always feel powerful. Sometimes it feels like pressure, like stretching, like being pushed beyond what is comfortable. You have faced situations that required more from you than you thought you had to give, and yet you endured. Even when your energy was low, even when your heart felt tired, you kept moving forward. That perseverance matters deeply. As it is written in Romans 5:3-4, "We glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope." DT, this is the process unfolding in your life right now. Nothing you have gone through has been meaningless. Every challenge has been shaping you. Every difficult moment has been building resilience, even when you did not see it happening. You are not the same person you were before. You are stronger, wiser, and more prepared than you realize. Do not allow temporary feelings to convince you that you are not progressing. Strength is not always visible, but it is always being developed when you continue to stand. Keep going. Keep trusting. Keep believing that something greater is being formed within you. If you choose to believe that you are becoming stronger through everything you face, write, "God is strengthening me" below, and hold on to this truth. My child, do not let fear control your steps. I know there are moments when the future feels uncertain, when you hesitate because you do not know what lies ahead. That uncertainty can feel overwhelming, and it can make you want to stay where you are instead of moving forward. But you were not created to live in fear. As it is written in Deuteronomy 31:8, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." This promise is for you, exactly where you are right now. You are not walking into the unknown alone. I'm already ahead of you, preparing the path, guiding your steps, and protecting you in ways you cannot see. Even when things feel unclear, you are not without direction. Fear will try to make you believe that you are not ready, that you are not capable, that something will go wrong. But fear does not speak truth. It only reflects uncertainty. Trust speaks truth. You are capable because I am with you. You are guided even when you cannot see the full path. You are protected even when challenges arise. Take the step anyway. Move forward anyway. Do not let fear decide your future. If you are choosing courage over fear today, even in a small way, write "God is with me" below and step forward with confidence. My child, your peace is something precious and it must be protected. In a world filled with noise, pressure, and constant demands, it is easy to lose that inner calm. You have felt it before. That sense of peace slipping away when your thoughts become overwhelmed or when circumstances feel too heavy. But peace is not meant to depend on everything going perfectly around you. As it is written in Philippians 4:7, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This peace is available to you even now. You do not need to wait for life to become easier to feel peace. You can choose it in the middle of uncertainty. Protect your mind from thoughts that disturb your rest. Protect your heart from carrying unnecessary burdens. You do not have to absorb everything around you. Choose what you focus on. Choose what you allow to stay in your thoughts. Peace grows when you intentionally create space for it. Slow down. Breathe. Let go of what is not yours to carry. You deserve moments of calm, moments of stillness, moments where your heart is not racing with worry. I'm giving you that peace now. If you are choosing to protect your peace today, write "I choose peace" below and hold on to it. My child, forgiveness is something your heart has struggled with. Not because you do not want to let go, but because what hurt you was real. The pain you experienced was not small, and the impact it left cannot simply be ignored. But holding on to that pain has been weighing you down more than you realize. As it is written in Colossians 3:13, "Forgive as the Lord forgave you." This is not about pretending nothing happened. It is about freeing your heart from what continues to hold it captive. Forgiveness is not for them. It is for you. It does not mean you approve of what happened. It does not mean you allow the same hurt again. It means you release the hold that pain has over your heart. You deserve peace. You deserve to move forward without carrying the weight of past wounds. Let go not because it was easy, but because you no longer want to carry it. If you are ready to begin letting go, write "I forgive and release" below and take that step. My child, your faith is growing even in ways you cannot see. You may feel like your belief is small or inconsistent at times, but faith is not measured by perfection. It is measured by persistence. Every time you choose to keep believing, even when things feel uncertain, your faith becomes stronger. There are moments when doubt tries to enter your mind. You question, you wonder, you hesitate, but that does not mean your faith is gone. It means you are human, learning to trust beyond what is visible. As it is written in Hebrews 11:1, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." Faith is not about having all the answers. It is about trusting even when answers are not clear. You are growing in that trust. Even when you feel unsure, you are still moving forward. Even when your prayers feel quiet, they are still reaching me. Even when your heart feels uncertain, your faith is still alive. Do not compare your faith to others. Your journey is personal. What matters is that you continue. A small step of faith is still a step. Keep believing, keep trusting, keep choosing to move forward. You are closer than you think. If you believe your faith is growing, even in small ways, write "My faith is growing" below and hold on to that truth. My child, I am restoring what you thought was lost. There were moments in your life when things did not go the way you hoped. Opportunities passed, relationships changed, time moved forward in ways you did not expect. You looked back and wondered what could have been different. You questioned if something valuable was gone forever. But nothing that truly matters is beyond my ability to restore. As it is written in Joel 2:25, "I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten." This promise is not limited. It reaches into every part of your life. Restoration does not always mean returning things exactly as they were. Sometimes it means creating something even better, something deeper, something more aligned with who you are now. What you lost is not the end of your story. I'm working even now, bringing new opportunities, new growth, new connections into your life. You may not see it yet, but it is unfolding. Trust the process of restoration. Let go of the idea that everything has to look the same as before. What is coming will carry new meaning. If you believe in restoration, write, "God restores my life below," and receive this promise. My child, your heart is healing, even if the process feels slow. Healing is not always visible, and it does not always happen in a straight line. There are days when you feel better, and others when old feelings seem to return. This does not mean you are going backward. As it is written in Psalm 147:3, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Healing is a process of care, not speed. You are being restored piece by piece. Every moment you choose peace over pain. Every moment you allow yourself to feel without shutting down. Every moment you open your heart again is part of that healing. Be patient with yourself. You are not meant to rush this process. Give yourself grace. You are healing. If you receive this, write, "I am healing" below and embrace the process. My child, you are loved in a way that cannot be measured or limited. Not by your actions, not by your past, not by your current struggles. My love for you does not change based on circumstances. As it is written in John 3:16, my love is given freely. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to prove anything. You are already loved. Let this truth settle in your heart. If you receive this love, write, "God loves me" below. My child, do not allow discouragement to convince you to stop now. You have come further than you realize, even if your progress does not look the way you expected. There were moments when you felt like nothing was changing, when your efforts seemed unnoticed, and when your strength felt like it was running out. But those moments were not empty. They were forming something within you that will soon become visible. Growth often happens quietly before it appears outwardly. Just because you cannot see immediate results does not mean nothing is happening. You are being shaped, refined, and prepared for what is ahead. As it is written in James 1:12, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." Your perseverance is not being ignored. It is leading you somewhere meaningful. You are closer than you think. Do not measure your journey by what you feel in a single moment. Feelings change, but purpose remains steady. What you have been building will reveal itself at the right time. Keep moving forward, even if the steps feel small. Keep believing, even if your faith feels quiet. Keep standing, even when it would be easier to sit down. You are not alone in this. I am with you in every step. If you choose to keep going no matter what, write, "I will not give up" below and stay strong in faith. My child, I am guiding your steps even in moments when everything feels unclear. You may not always understand where you are going or why certain things are happening, but that does not mean you are without direction. There is purpose in your path, even when it feels uncertain. You have tried to figure everything out on your own, analyzing each decision, worrying about making mistakes, and wondering if you are choosing correctly. But you do not have to carry that pressure alone. As it is written in Psalm 37:23, "The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him." Your steps are not random. They are being directed, even when you cannot see the full picture. Trust does not require full understanding. It requires willingness to move forward with confidence that you are being guided. There may be moments when the path feels unclear, when answers seem distant, and when direction feels uncertain. But I am still leading you. Even when you take a step and feel unsure, I can redirect you. Even when you pause, I am still present. Even when you question, I am still guiding. You do not need to be perfect in your decisions. You only need to remain open and willing. Trust the process. Trust the steps. Trust that you are not walking blindly. If you choose to trust the direction of your life today, write, "God leads me below," and move forward with peace. My child, this is not the end of something. This is the beginning of something new within you. What you have felt, what you have understood, and what has been planted in your heart during this moment will continue to grow beyond what you can currently see. You may not feel completely different right now, and that is okay. Transformation often begins quietly. It starts beneath the surface, in places where no one else can see, including you. But over time, what has been planted will begin to show in your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions. As it is written in Isaiah 43:19, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Something new is already beginning, even if it feels small." Do not return to old patterns of doubt. Do not allow fear to take back the space that truth has just filled. Hold on to what you have received here. This moment matters. Stay connected, stay aware, stay open to what is unfolding. You are not the same person you were before this. Something has shifted within you, even if it is subtle. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that you are guided, supported, and loved. This is your new beginning. If you receive this new season in your life, write Amen below and step forward with faith and courage.